Hey guys, Danny Johnson here, and what I like to do is collect some parts that may need replacing someday down the road, especially on these cars as they're getting older. And one of those parts is the fog light / brake vent bezel here. So these are readily available right now as the Ford official part, and we're going to talk about that, how they're actually still being produced. So as you can see on the date here, this is 11/23 of 2020 is when this batch was done, and this is the person I bought them from on Facebook. And so he had a whole bunch of them here that he was selling, Ford original parts. And then C Morgan 84 on Instagram, a friend of mine, I saw a post that he did where he actually makes them. So he had them all batched out here. This was really cool that his job where he works gets to work on Ford parts. And so they are brand new parts, but they still are processed by Ford and everything like that. So he actually sent me a pair as well that I'll be showing when they do come in. But I thought it was really neat that some of these parts are still being manufactured brand new, and so they are able for you to buy. So here's the ones that I had bought before I had talked to C Morgan 84. And so I was going to open these up, and I was very interested to see the part numbers on them and everything like that and see how they compare to what's on the car. So here's a look at them. They look just like the originals. The plastic speckling and the color and everything looks just like what's on the car. And so here's the part number, and we're going to diagnose the part number here just a little bit later. But as you can see, it has the Ford logo on it. So this is outsourced by Ford for people to continue to make, and it has the part number. So we'll take a look at that and see how it compares to what's on the actual car. We'll also look at some of the reproduction parts that are available that are not from Ford, and what you find when you go to AmericanMuscle.com or Late Model Restoration and which parts you're getting for that. So check the video description, and I'll put a link to the video I made that shows how you break down part numbers and what they all mean. And so that's what we're going to go ahead and touch on now. So on the back of these that I got, the part number is 2 for 2002, because that's when these were made, even though they came out for the 03 model year. Of course, they were made in 2002. R3 would be the Mustang project, and the X designates the plastic and trim product operation. And note that these were made in Canada. So here is a video from my actual car up in there in the fog light bezel. And so sure enough, you can see it is the exact same part. And then it'll do right hand or left hand. So it's pretty cool that the exact same casting number, part number, and machine number are all there. And so it also shows on the original that it too was made in Canada. And I thought it's really cool. Under that, it even shows you the tool number that was made for making these. So now when you jump onto Late Model Restoration, it's really cool. They actually have a 03-04 Cobra specific section. And when you go through, you're able to click on the body panels and trim pieces. And so what you'll notice on this is the only thing it says is that it's identical to the original, but it didn't really mention whether it was a Ford part or not. Other sites will disclose that and then give you a part number. And even on Late Model Restoration, a lot of times you can search by manufacturer and make sure that it is Ford, but I just wasn't seeing it really on this post for some reason. So now when we jump onto Amazon, you can find them for sale as well, and this one actually did say that it was a Ford part specifically, but it gives a different model number. And so the part number on this one, as you look at it, the revision is AA, meaning one of the first ones. So I don't know if they just pulled that part number for the first time it was produced. I don't know, maybe mine being a 2004, there was a revision. So I'll have to look at the bezels on my brother's 03 Cobra and see which ones he has. But they are also available for a pretty good price. You're talking, $25 each or so, sold individually. Also on American Muscle, they do sell them, and they have two. One that is the Ford official brand with the Ford part number, and it gives that same one from Amazon, the AA one. So the original non-updated part is the number that they give you, but this one is Ford as well. I'd be interested to see when you bought it what it would really say on the back, if it would be that number or not. And then American Muscle does also offer their own brand or a different brand And so this one does not have the Ford part number on it or the Ford stamping or anything like that, but it looks pretty much the same. So, of course, you'd probably never know. I thought it was interesting. These are $31.99 each, so they're actually more than the Ford ones. But who knows? Maybe that's just a supply thing right now, and prices could change. So one of the main differences you'll see on the part number is that the V for domestic special order engineering section appears, and on the other one it's X for the plastic. So that might have been when the Cobra was first being developed, that it was a domestic special order thing to get the bezels and everything to fit, and then after that it was taken over by the plastic and trim product operations section. So who knows how all that works, but anyway, go ahead and check out the video link that I'll put in the description that shows how these parts are broken down by part number and everything like that. And let me know if you're collecting any parts out there that you think will be very valuable in the future for you and hard to find. I thought some of these would be, and stay tuned, because when some more parts come in from C. Morgan that makes them, I'll do a video on the other ones I got from him that I'm pretty excited about. So stay tuned, and I'll show you what those are when we get them. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you're already following, make sure the notification bell's on so you don't miss out on any new videos. Thanks, guys.